How's it, and welcome to your latest episode of Interviews to Inspire You. Today I'm going to be interviewing a phenomenal lady called Ilse, and she started up this amazing initiative called UpEd. UpEd is to fill the gap that's missing in our educational systems in encouraging children to learn in a meaningful and constructive manner. I hope you are inspired as much as I was. Take it away, Ilse.
How's it, Ilse? Could you please tell me what has been the biggest challenge that you've had to face as a business owner?
So I firmly believe that the more you work on yourself, the better your business will be. And the most important conversations that you will ever have are those that you have to yourself, by yourself, about yourself. And so the biggest challenge for me was believing that I can do it. Every step of the way, every new step from teacher to a teacher with a plan, to a business owner, to a businesswoman, and all the little steps in between, checking my conversations and believing that I can actually do this. Then focusing my attention on what is the most important. Those are definitely, still is today, my biggest challenges.
Ilse, could you please tell us what kind of sacrifices have you had to make to get to where you are today?
I feel that I'm not the one that really made the sacrifices. My family were the ones making the sacrifices so that I am able to live out my dream. So those are going on their own on holiday so that I have a week of undisturbed work. Those are having a mom and a wife and a partner whose mind is always busy with something else, or wants to talk about things that happen today or talk through things that will happen that day. So for me, the sacrifices are minute. Waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's when my brain is the most clear and I can do the most work. Those are really not even worth mentioning. It's the things that they had to give up and sacrifice for UpEd and to make that a reality.
Please tell our awesome listeners, Ilse, what has been the biggest change that you've had to adapt to?
Well, change. That's the short of it. I'm someone who likes things to be very ordered, happening at a certain time, but learning to be flexible, learning that whatever I plan to happen as plan A will probably turn out to be plan AAA, and that's the one that's going to work. So being adaptable, going with it, and trusting that voice here, knowing that that voice is actually the truth, and I can cut out all the noise around me and listen to this inside of me.
From your life's experiences on this very interesting and challenging journey that you've been on, do you have some general advice for the people that surround you in our community?
I've actually two pieces of advice. The first one is for someone who has a plan, whether you are a teacher with a plan or a insert whatever with a plan. The first one is just do it. Step out, pick up the phone, call someone, talk to someone, just get started today. Don't do it tomorrow morning, don't do it on Monday. Right now is the best time to start. And the second piece of advice is, if you are an entrepreneur, take up space. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to tell everyone around you about it. You may seem like you're overly optimistic. You're not. You're just mapping out your future. You are mapping out your destiny and your dream. So just do it. Don't stop.
Ilse, could you please introduce UpEd and let our listeners know how they can get in touch with you and your organization?
So UpEd is an app that helps learners to learn. It's an Afrikaans app currently, Afrikaans grade 4 to 7 and grade 8 to 12, and it is specific for Afrikaans first additional languages, using tips and tricks and strategies that will get you ahead in your studies of Afrikaans. And you can contact me at 071 350 6223 or send me an email, ilse@up-ed.co.za.
And your website would then also be
www.uped.co.za with a hyphen in the middle.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.